Hi friends. I want to talk about green mandarin essential oil here. I've got my reference books. First of all, when we want to use green mandarin or any essential oil, we want to make sure that we know that the essential oil that we want is actually what's in the bottle. Because as I've discussed before, a lot of essential oils on the market, we know that over 80%, 80 to 90% of essential oils on the market are actually adulterated, which is really terrible. And when they're adulterated, that means that anything can be put in the essential oil in the bottle to dilute it, even though it might say pure or whatever. There is no governing body for it, so you could be getting whatever. So let's make sure that the essential oil that you have is pure and actually is what it is. And you can find this out by checking if the oil you have has been tested, has been certified and tested. And you should be able to check on the website of whoever is creating the essential oil and just check to make sure that there's actual test results for that oil. And normally I recommend test results that are done by a third party. All right, I'm gonna dive in to top uses for green mandarin oil. So green mandarin is actually a different citrus oils than most. Most of the time we say citrus oils, don't put them on parts of your face that might be exposed to the sun because it can cause sun sensitivity, but green mandarin does not cause sun sensitivity. So you can go ahead and use it on your face and go outside in the sun and it won't do any harm whatsoever. So that is the only essential oil that is a citrus oil that I know of that can do that. So that's wonderful news. All right, so some top uses is it is absolutely wonderful for feeling low, feeling down in blue, so you can diffuse it. You can actually take it internally as well, under the tongue. It tastes amazing. It's really, really great for children, and I highly recommend using it with neroli or lavender, vetiver, rose, those kind of really calming oils. It is wonderful for feelings of anxiety as well, and you can use it as well, diffusing it, taking it internally, anything you like. It's also wonderful for the digestive system. So any kind of sluggish digestion, if you've had sluggish digestion, congestion in the lymph, gas, heartburn, things like that, poor circulation, water retention, it's great as a liver detox, a kidney detox, and it helps to flush bile. So when it comes as a detoxer, I highly recommend using it with juniper berry or even diving deeper into the whole detox thing. And you can reach out to me if you're interested in more of the detox area of it. But wild orange, I love taking it in my water. It tastes wonderful. It's also really, really great for blemishes on the skin, oily skin. It helps with wounds and scars as well, so you can combine it with whatever your favorite skincare product is. Mine is the Yarrow Palm, obviously. So I'd combine it with a little bit of that, maybe before bed, and put it on, the scars, wounds, things like that. It's great for balancing blood sugar and fat metabolism in the body. And again, that would be best taken internally, but you can always massage it on those areas of the body as well. It's wonderful for coughs, respiratory system, to open up the lungs. And in that way, I would diffuse it with spearmint and or dilute it and apply it to the lungs or the chest area. All right, really great for skin. Lack of energy. It is a motivator. Many of the citruses are uplifting and help with energy. So feelings of fatigue, this is an amazing oil, and it's a gentle one. It's not as stimulating as some of the other citruses. It's much sweeter and gentler. It really helps as well with memory, wrinkles, fine lines. I'm jumping back and forth here. Obviously, it's amazing for flavoring, right? Anything flavoring in your water, things like that. As a perfume, again, I recommend it with neroli on your pulse points. Absolutely beautiful. And from an emotional perspective, it's really great if you're feeling distressed. It's wonderful to get you to a point of feeling a lot more so you can release and let go and more carefree. So those kind of emotions, it's really wonderful for. All right, some more therapy. It's really, really known for any kind of digestive or, like I mentioned before, heartburn, things like that. And if you suffer from any of that, I highly recommend taking something like the green Mandarin regularly. All right. It is also helps to promote, and many of the citruses do this, promote optimism and joy. So if you have a hard time with discerning or loss of insight or foresight, this is a great one to diffuse and use regularly. Any of the essential oil, if you're trying to improve or help yourself with something, using the essential oil regularly on a daily basis or several times a day is going to make a bigger shift. If you use it intentionally with affirmations or sitting in meditation or things like that, it's going to have an even more powerful effect when we're thinking about changing the neuroplasticity in the brain, right? That's where oils have such a big change. So if we're having negative thoughts, morbid thinking, a negative outlook on, diffuse your oil, specifically the green Mandarin. A lot of the citruses can really help out with that. Let's see. Okay, so feeling low, digestive issue, cardiovascular issue. It's great for as a central nervous system, relaxing the central nervous system, and it's also antifungal. All right, there's probably a few other things, but if you have any questions about certain oils or you really want me to talk about a specific oil, let me know. Send me a DM and say, I want to know more about this one or that one, and I'll do a short video on it. Okay. Thanks, guys.